when you pick a side within the symbol of duality, so you pick the color. We know them as black and white, right? So you pick black or white. Whichever one you pick, cool. If you pick black, let's talk about it. We just chose black. You have now become one-sided. You are no longer of oneness. You are one-sided, not of oneness. Now, that choice is still within oneness, but you're not operating out of oneness. You're operating within sidedness instead of totality. There's a pro and a con to that. If you operate within oneness, there's a pro and a con to that. What are the pros and the cons, though, is what you have to find out. That's for you to find out. Are you willing to find out? Some people are not willing. Some people are willing. What are you willing to do? Not willing is still of doing. Nothing is still something. And something is still nothing. See how that works? It works. With that being said, a connection to that bar would be no response is the best response, because no is still something. Nothing is still something. All things are something. As well as they are nothing. Because you have people who live in a reality where they operate like this is all fake, this is nothing, right? So those are that's that side, that's that energy speaking. Yes, you're true. That's true to an extent. To an extent. But everything is of, therefore it's existing. So even the non-existing exists. Even the fake exists. It's existing. The non-existent exists. That's why you are calling it something. Something. Because some things are all in, it's a function. It's functioning. That's what we're doing. You have to have a system that is on. You have to have existence for that to even be possible. So, movement is key. It's always going to be movement. No movement is a form of movement. But the results are different than the other. That's why you have side. Now let me go back into it, break it down for you. We're going to still talk about the duality sign, right? The symbol. Side. What separates them? A cut, or a median, or the middle. Sender, receiver. Sender, mailsman, receiver, recipient, right? The middler, that's what separates. The cut, that's what separates them. So that's a crossover. Now it has now enabled a crossover. A split is an energy of itself. A split, or a cut, or a median, or a whatever variation that you want to consider it. That is a thing. Split is a thing. So what a lot of people are trying to do is split what's already split. once they have chosen a side, it's like you have already chose a side. You have to deal with what's within that side that you chose and learn how to operate within it. You can pick either side, but just know there's results that come with it. Or you can use them as in totality, but we haven't got to the total part yet because it's sidedness. And now we're on split. So, the split is what allows the crossover. Near the split, on every end, provides you with the linger. This energy link from this side, it lingers over here. That's creating that little small dot, right? Within that symbol. That's what's creating that little dot, that 25%, that linger. It's lingering over there. It ain't that much. It can't do too much. It does something to an extent. 25% of the time, it's not gonna really have a great effect, a greater effect on it, on the functionality of that side that has been chosen. So, next, after the split is connected to something. They are in a container. Both sides, along with the split, are within something, which is why they are together. They are not actually, they already have a separation, so they're already split, but it's within. But they are together. They are of togetherness. Together is to be one. My arm is not over there. You see my arms right here. My leg is not over there. My legs are right here. I'm fortunate enough to have 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 hands, 1 head, 2 feet, 1 penis, 1 scrotum. With 2 balls. Bro. So, they are in a container. Both sides are within a container. We are now up to 4 things. Right there. And this is speaking about duality. We are now up to 4 things. 4. Or cosmically speaking, 3. Because then you have what sees the container, which is a spectator. 5. Or cosmically speaking, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cosmic counts. So in a way, I don't even want to go there. I just broke it down for you. So, duality is technically, in certain aspects, up to 4 things. 4. Or if you want to speak decimal and you want to use without 0, you can say 5. If you can count cosmically, like I just did, and like how I operate sometimes. 4. So duality is technically of 4 to 5 things. Alright? It's not even just of that little tool you were talking about. 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. Either way, there will be results within whichever way you would like to describe things. There's going to be a result. So you have to be very precise on what you are describing, what it is that you want to acquire, what it is that you do not want to acquire. So many people try to be like, don't focus on the blah, blah, blah. Yeah, to an extent. That's why we have extent. Extent means cutoff, to the cutoff point. There's a cutoff point. Yes, there's a cutoff point. Things do not just keep going. No. You see, if you go on certain streets, you can see a street that is going straight, and then when you go bust a right 3 blocks down, and then you turn left, it's that same street name. But you have to bust the right to get to that same street name that you were just on. It's a cutoff. It has to be cutoffs. And I get that, so I have to get that in my system. Sometimes I know when I don't speak to my person, that can affect me in a way. Cause it's like, you wanna talk to your people, you know. So I get it, I get it. You wanna talk to your people. So it's like, damn, man, I wanna hear from you, I wanna hear from you. But then that's that need part, you see? The need creates resistance. Needing is like chasing. It's like a sword, or you're gonna die if you don't get it. Like, nah, I have to talk to you. That's what we gotta start saying. It's a different energy. You're using 3 different energies. 1, have, need. Having is like, it's right there. So that's why I said I gotta get my 0. To the dude who brought awareness to my situation in the past, about my situation in regards to, we're gonna speak on the dating part or the marital part of things. To the man who did that, I thank him, because there is messages that I look at to this day, within the current past days, as I'm developing and programming myself, updating my system. And I thought, had a message there. You told the girl, lose the 0, get with the hero. Now this goes back into what I was talking about earlier when I said the woman of my specifications that I was saying. She's my 0. I said, and I had programmed myself to be like this, that my woman shall be either on the 0 and the 1. Since I know that life goes both ways. When due to sidedness, it goes both ways. So, let me go 0 and 1. What I do not have is a 0. but I do have my 1. But there can be 2 ones. There could be a +1 or a -1. That's that. So I said, I can have like 3. But then again, I was like, or I can just simplify it, run with one or the other, but can go with 3. Can. And then say I am. I'm choosing to go with the 0 because 0 is of me. That is the balance. Everything else is not of the balance. Once you hit 1 after 0, you are now on to 2. Okay? 1 is 0. 2 is 1. 0 is 1. 1 is 2. Okay? So if you want to be the 1, you have to be the 0. And I'm choosing my 0. That's simple as that. That's what I chose. I would like if the 0 chooses me as well. So we can then choose each other, and then we can start building and growing everything righteously as we should be doing, instead of going out of our zone.